Howdy, welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 22. Well, as you can see, you can't even see the mountain anymore. That's not fog, that's smoke. It's been this way for over a week, a couple weeks actually. And yeah, but I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna go find me a NUG. So I just wanted a nice relaxing day. I don't know how long I'll be able to tolerate the smoke. I'm not gonna kill myself, but I'm just planning on researching with my Keen, my mighty Keen wash plant. But yeah. The water is way down. Somebody else has been here, just doing some panning, obviously. But you can see it. It's really nice dirt. You can get gold anywhere in here. But to give you a good example, those rocks right over there, about the larger one on the left was the one that was about 3/4 underwater last time we were here. And that's where I was sitting to do my panning. You can still see a lot of silt here. So for me personally, and it was low last year, I've never seen it this low. We haven't got rain in over a month. But that also gives me an opportunity to have a nice easy day and decide where I'm going to dig next. I'm gonna go over here. This wasn't here before. Huh. Somebody came down here and did some looks like high banking. You can see their tailings and all the runoff all the way down to there. Huh. There's another one over there. They kind of filled in their hole a little bit, but those weren't there the last time I was here. So as I said, oh, here we go again. Some people doing some testing. There's another one. There's a pile of something over there. Let's go check it out. We're in no hurry. This is all just sand, and these are the gravels. This is that second bar I pointed out before. There's probably gold in here. Somebody did a test pan there. Somebody did some test panning here. Huh. Said I've never even been on this bar. Let's see, where are we at here? That's real close to the Panner's Pit. You see that log right there? Just to the left of that one log there. And we laid that there because I remember those moss-covered rocks. We were just to the right of that. And you can see that somebody, I think, could be somebody who saw my video. It could just be random. But there's definitely some test holes. This is a popular hobby bar. Again, it's a replenishing bar. It refills, and I like it because, you know, my truck's just parked right up there. I just have to do some test panning and see what I'm going to go. I'm going to work off my personal. You see where the black sand builds up behind there? My personal objective is always to try to find a place to dig that other people don't think of. They look at this surface stuff and they say, well, I wonder what's under it. But you still have to follow your basics, and you can still see where the black sand is building. I can dig a shovel in there and pan, and I'd definitely find gold even there. Somebody throwing their butts on the ground. But I'm kind of seriously, I know most people are thinking, oh, you know, right behind this big boulder. Yeah, I can guarantee you somebody in the past has thought the exact same thing. I'm kind of looking at this ripple pass. So I think I'm going to do some panning actually in that muckier stuff right there. So I'm going to do some test panning. God, so smoky. So smoky. Look at the sun. You can barely even see it. But got my hydration station set up. The water is beautiful though. If I felt more ambitious, it would be a good day to go over there. But I don't feel ambitious. Today I just want to enjoy myself and just relax. So let's get to it. Gold Rush 22. Howdy, just an update. Okay, again, I like to test kind of in layers. So what I did is I threw all those rocks over there from this cluster, and for right now we're just gonna classify into my super sluice and see what's on this top layer, because right down here that's the next layer. Let me get this pan and see what we got. Gold Rush 22. Okay, just an update. Okay, as you see, I did, you know, that classifier probably, well, truthfully, it would be like one full shovel full. So, I mean, I didn't put a lot in there, but let me see if I can get the water in there. Oh, see that one floated. I had a floater in there. Oh, there it went back down. So we got a larger flake and a medium flake, and then a micro dot there. So that's not bad for the top layer of just one shovelful. I think I'm gonna do one or two more test pans though. So let me get this snuffered up. Yeah, let me get this snuffered up, and yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more. So back in a bit. Okay, just another update. The second pan is coming from, we had those two rocks and some filler rocks down on the left of that one rock. I'm going to get that out next, as well as that one. But they were wedged down in there. Looks like pretty good material. Let's get it panned down real quick and see what we got. Gold Rush 22. Howdy. I'm just going to show you after I say this. I found the Pacific Northwest Gold Rush, or NUG, right down under that cluster that I pulled out. Haven't got it panned down all the way because I wanted to stop. There's two larger flakes, and I already saw some microdots. Same amount of shovel full. It was basically two half of shovels. Let me show you. That's nice. Let me finish panning this down. Found where I'm going to dig though. I love it when I find them nugs. Gold Rush 22. Okay, finished pulling that back. Nice pan. I've had pans with more count, but for instance, like when I found the panner's pit, that the flakes were really small in comparison. I know this bar well enough that here, where I'm digging now, is an area that you get fewer flakes, but larger flakes. Rich and I dug, I think it was last year or the year before, and we had a couple flakes, NUGs, that we couldn't even, they wouldn't even snuff her up. They were too large, which are the largest I've ever found. But let me show you, because we got what I call a NUG, but a large flake, a medium, actually 2 medium flakes, and like 3 micro dots. And that's without my reading glasses. Let me show you. So, basically for 2 shovelfuls, that's pretty darn good for here. So, I think I found my spot. I'm glad I picked it. Not too hard at digging. You know, you got to pry some rocks out and everything. So, I'm going to set up my Mitakeen wash plant for recirc and run for a little bit. First, I need to get some H2O in me and sit down and do what I came here to do and relax and snuffer this up. I'm pretty excited about what we're going to get today. That much in one pan, that's good for here. Makes me more determined to tolerate this smoke for a little bit. So let me take a small little break, get things set up, hopefully find another NUG. Gold Rush 22. Howdy. Okay, well, I ran probably for about around a half an hour to 45 minutes, somewhere around there. I don't really keep track of time that tight. But by recircing and not classifying first, the water got pretty milkshaky, so I decided just to take a break anyway. So, did get panned it down to black sands, and you can see there's some nice flakes in there, and a few smaller ones. But again, this spot is supposed to have the larger flakes and not as many as the... But a lot of the time digging was pulling out bigger rocks and stuff, and there's a lot of garnets in here. So in some of my other spots, I get a lot more, I call them stars, you know, just a tiny micro dots and stuff. There we go, there's about 4 or 5 flakes right there. There's a nice one that just exposed there. Look at the size of that garnet. So there is gold in here. I wish it was more, like everybody does. Excuse me. Yeah. So in truth, it's a little less than I hoped for. The flakes are still nice sized flakes though. That always makes you feel good. My main objective here today though is to relax. But this smoke is really, you know, I sweat like a pig. And this was a clean white towel. That's just from wiping my brow. It's like collecting the smoke. It's like dark. But I'm managing it, and again, I know this spot well enough that I could be digging, you know, 1 foot from where I just was and not find anything, and then the next boulder underneath I move. I did also go down a little deeper than I normally do, and that's just mostly because I pulled out a larger rock that went that deep. And here, if there's anybody local that comes here to do this, I found that the good gravels, because it is a replenishing bar, and when you get below the gravels into that next layer, it almost turns into sand, just sand. Now, you know, over the many years, I get thousands of years, I guess, that could have just been a sandy bar, and then I don't know. I'm not that kind of a geologist or anything. But just from my experience, when you get to that sand part where there's not so much gravel in it, just stop. That's as deep as you want to go. And of course, you always want to skim it, you know, as you're still expanding your hole. But nope, it's good. I wish we can get a little bit of a breeze and at least get this smoke going. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this though, because I do feel it deep in the throat. But I got lots of H2O. I did bring just one Blue Mountain. It's peaceful. The other thing you don't get when the river's way down like this, you don't get the creek noise. You don't get the, like those are usually, there's water usually rippling over those. So, you know, you don't get that sound. It's just quiet. So I'm going to finish off my H2O and take a small little break here. Decide, well, I'm definitely going to run at least one more time. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Gold Rush 22. Howdy. Okay, I just finished my second run. Not quite as long as the last one. The smoke is really starting to get to me. I don't know if I'm going to run another one or not, but lots of garnets. Garnets like there. But you can see the gold starting to show up. I saw a larger flake in the mat when I was pulling it. That's a nice garnet though. Oh, see, I'm doing this quick. I'm pulling stuff down. Using my left hand again, of course, with a knucklehead. So we know we got gold. There's another flake there. Those aren't jumbos though. I'm wanting these jumbos. There's a lot more small ones in here this time though. There's a nicer one there. Oh, some more small ones coming down here. Still more garnets. There's a nice one there I just pulled down. Some small ones. More small ones. See, this pan has a lot more what I call stars, you know, just the micro dots. Like I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right there. 11, 12. Yeah, there's a dozen or more in there just on that one swirl. They just left-handed and really fast, and I didn't see that one. That's the bigger one there, though. Well, I did pull it down fast, and you know, I don't know if you guys can see that you can't even see the mountain. There's no air movement. I do see people way down by the bridge. They're on the other side. The river's so low, it does look like they're panning. But I don't go down there because too many looky-loos, and also I know there's fish beds there. So it's hot, it's muggy, it's smoky. Yeah, it's smoky. But I feel really calm. I'm not choking yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack things up and come back out tomorrow, and that way I don't even have to fill the hole. I think I'm on something. I might be going the wrong way though, because that one pan was so good, and I'm running the same stuff. But I guess that's why when I come out here to just kind of enjoy myself and relax. So it's good exercise. My fat booty needs to keep losing weight, but I enjoy it. My partner, he's off with watching the hula dancers over in Hawaii, but I'm happy for him. He works hard and he needs a vacation, so wouldn't be my vacation. I want to go someplace, a gold mine somewhere, where they'll just let me run my mini Mighty Keen wash plant for a week or something, and just see if I can't find me some real gold somewhere. But that day will come. So I'm going to go ahead and take a small little break here, get all this into my concentrate little bucket, and we're probably going to come back out here tomorrow. Because right now, like I say, it's kind of hard to even catch my breath. It's, keep hearing something back there. It doesn't affect you until you start, breathing heavier and stuff. And so, anyway, yeah. God, it looks like such good dirt. That one pan, I thought this thing would be loaded with those giant flakes, and it wasn't. But I pulled out a couple bigger rocks, and I think when I come back tomorrow, I'll have to test pan again. I'm also even kind of like looking here. This guy tested way up here, and I know that's been this area, this whole area right here, on this rock line has been done. But down here, I know it doesn't look like much on the surface, but when you remove those, that little top few inches, you get down into some bigger rock. And that's where I like to get. I want some chunkies. Goldrush 22. Howdy. Alright, well, I made it back home. Wow, that smoke was choking, and it's still even down here, but not nearly as bad. I'm glad I got out, though. I'm going to go tomorrow regardless. I'm not real optimistic about what we got, only because that pan was so good. I might have just got lucky. I don't know. Well, actually, any prospecting is getting lucky. But anyway, I'm still going to clean it up. I'm going to go back tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a little bit of breeze. I mean, right now is the first breeze I've felt in a few days, and it's so minute. But hopefully that's the sign that we're going to get a little bit of wind to get this damn smoke out of here. But I got my concentrates, got my, as per Flower Gold Wizard's kitchen type strainer device. That's where I dump my bigs when I check it for gold. I got my other pan that once I sift everything out, I dump it into there, then I'll pan that, and then if there's no gold, it goes in there from my Emma Gemma, who likes to go through it to look for garnets, in my improvised dollar store panning tub. And of course I got the gold wheel all ready to go. Oh, let's not forget my sippy cup. So it's a good night to do this. Shouldn't take too long. I know I got gold. Question is, this one's got me. This one's got me. I've gone out and done test pans, more than one even. I've done 2, 3, 4 pans, and every one of them was great. And then Rich and I, we ran a ton of dirt and came home and cleaned it up. it was like, what? But I did take the gamble today, because I purposely dug where I dug in the general area, because I know that bar, and where I dug was supposed to be, well, routinely it would be larger flakes. So that being said, I knew there would be less micro dots. But it takes, even that one flake that I did show, it would take 100 microdots to equal that one flake. So if I can get 10, 20 larger flakes, you know, that would equal, 100 microdots. So, I don't think I did my math right, but anyway. So, let me get this all going here, and we'll see together. Let me get to it. Gold Rush 22. You're getting sleepy. Sleepy. Howdy. Okay. Well, I finished, and admittedly a little disappointed, but for basically I only really dug for about an hour and a half, maybe at the most, maybe even a little less. But that one big flake is still in there, and that's a pretty one. But the big sign is a lot of micro dots, and those aren't typically there, so I think I may be digging where somebody has already dug. So tomorrow when I go there, I'm going to do some more panning in a couple different locations. Because I dug that hole, the first hole, say for instance here, and I went this way. That might have been dug. So I'm going to kind of move upstream, 10 or 15 feet and do some testing there. So, but let me show you. So as you can see, there's not a lot, but for what I did, I'm not unhappy. That one flake, I really like that one flake. It's still gold. I did have a nice, I feel very at peace when I go there, and I feel very at peace. And so I'm going to snuffer that up. We're going to go back tomorrow. Hopefully the smoke's not so bad, but even if it is smoky, I'll run for a little bit. And yeah, it was a good day. Still, it's always a good day, especially if you find at least one NUG. So, hey, I do want to say, again, thank you. I got a few more subscribers. Leave some comments. If you have any suggestions or anything you think I should be doing better, I'm open for it. Give me that thumbs up. And keep subscribing. Why does that always get me every time? Keep subscribing, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Gold Rush 22. Thanks again.